Good morning. What I'm doing here is we're about 3 minutes to 12. I'm trying to get the noontime status report. As you can see, each page has 40 names on it, and we're up to 5 pages, so that's 200 calls today. This is not counting yesterday's calls, which included pumping stations, water rescues. We've had a significant number of water rescues yesterday. We've been able to work closely with the Westerly Ambulance Corps, and actually, I think it's fair to say everyone's safe in Westerly. May not be comfortable, but they're safe.
Clearly, the flooding, I think, is something that we'll never ever see again in our lifetime. And I would never imagine there being 4 to 8 feet of water on Industrial Drive, Canal Street areas of Westerly. It's a very difficult situation for a lot of business and property owners and residents down there. So, Pier Street, Canal Street, Pleasant Street area, the evacuations of several homes, establishing emergency shelter, and the power outage issue that we have right now has created some challenges for us. We've not had any substantial injuries, no loss of life. Very fortunate in that venue.
We've been notified by the town manager of what's going on, so a lot of the actually the whole town crews are out right now. All I know is all the electricity in the whole town's out, which is dangerous.
Okay, the major issues was obviously the water rescues and working with National Grid, asking National Grid to cut the power at various locations. We felt strongly that when we were in locations where the water was up to the basement windows, that we wanted the power cut. We felt strongly that fire was imminent if we continue to let the electricity flow.
Well, I just came from High Street, where the Ashway Line and Twine is located. The water is literally coming over the bridge. They have the door to the building open, and the water is pouring into the building. The back buildings of the Line and Twine are actually already half underwater. There's an alarm going off at the Line and Twine. There's also another bridge where the Line and Twine just put in an expensive system in order to treat their effluent and things. That is underwater as well, all along the Laurel Street area. So it's just an absolute mess.
The biggest problem for most people is water in their basements, which are flooding their furnaces, and people can't get heat. We don't have power in a good part of the town. There's about 3,000 people currently without power in Westerly, so we're trying to deal with that the best we can. We've been working closely with National Grid. They've got a mobile command center that they're just setting up right now, right downtown, and they're going to be bringing in some mobile substations to try to take the place of the substation that got flooded out on Canal Street. So biggest problems, I would say, is lack of power, and flooding of basements, and also surcharging of the sewer system, because the sewer system is backing up, and some basements are getting flooded as a result of that with gray water, and that's probably our biggest health concern.
From here, we're actually going up to Jewett City. I wanted to go. There's a problem with one of the sewer treatment centers there, and I know DEP has been working with them over the last couple of days, and I want to go up and take a look for myself. I wanted to actually go see the dive team too while they're here, or did they leave?
That is we call that the Pawcatuck Westerly Bridge. It does connect the two states. It's been there for a number of years. It's been repaired recently, but I think the Department of Transportation of the state of Rhode Island, as well as the state of Connecticut, was prudent to close the bridge.
It's being inspected as we speak, and once it, they review their assessments, they can decide whether or not the bridge can be opened up. As we speak, the White Rock Bridge, which is upriver a few miles, is being inspected by the state of Rhode Island, and I should know perhaps within an hour or so whether or not that bridge can be opened up, and we'll communicate that to the town of Westerly.
Well, the drinking water is safe. We're testing that around the clock. We've had several tests taken yesterday, several tests taken today, and they've been prioritized in terms of getting the results back. The water system has not been compromised. We have plenty of water in storage. We have over 5 million gallons of water in storage. that can't in any way be compromised. So we're confident that we have the water to serve to carry us through this current crisis.
It's putting a lot of strain and stress on our infrastructure and the resources that we have to deal with. But I have to admit that the states of Rhode Island and Connecticut and the towns of Stonington and Westerly are doing a great job. The men and women are out there trying to open up roads. We have the state out inspecting bridges to see what bridges we can get opened up and trying to get things back to normal, but it's going to take some time. The biggest thing that's affecting us right now, one of the biggest things, is the floodwaters, but also the lack of electricity. And I've been working with National Grid along with the town of Westerly to try to get as much power back on as possible, especially those key areas. So they're doing a great job trying to identify the areas and trying to bring in some additional resources such as mobile substations to get some power to our residents that badly need it.
I think the citizens of Westerly are a unique group of people. They're very, very resilient. They understand their community. They understand the limited resources that we have dealing with a natural disaster like this. And a number of people are taking the attitude, and they recognize that Mother Nature won this round. But we do know in about 2 months the sun will be shining and we'll be polishing our boats and sitting on the beach talking about this storm.